Hey beautiful soul, welcome back to my channel. Got a new setup, a new hair color, and just feeling all the new vibes, feeling all the spring vibes. If you are new to my channel, my name is Natalie and this is Be a Free Spirit. And my focus of this channel is to bring unconsciousness to the light. So I focus a lot on the self and self-awareness, self-growth, and self-love. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and joining the community. Love to have you here. If you were directed to this pick a card reading today, this is all about the next 7 days. And this is a very powerful but straight to the point reading. As you can see, it's not a long reading, but I was really called to use these big crystals. These are really powerful crystals. They're larger, right, than some of the ones I use, and there's not a lot of cards. I only felt called to do a few. So what I feel with this energy is it's really powerful because the crystals are kind of just big, right? Big, intense energy, but yet the cards are very straight to the point. So I think this is the next 7 days, whatever you're called to in these cards is going to change your path because it's something that is so needed. Okay, so it's pretty juicy. I'm really excited to get into it. I definitely, this is gonna be, I think, an intense one, but a good one. So a few disclaimers before we jump into the pile selection. As usual, tarot should not dictate your life. I am trying to solve, a problem that I myself deal with too of, tarot addiction, getting addicted to watching pick-a-card readings. So my goal is to bring awareness on taking the insights from these readings and actually applying them into your life. So there could be some pick-a-card readings on my channel that you're not really called to, and that could be because you're not meant to hear that message at that time. So I really encourage you to use your intuition and listen to what videos are really calling you at that moment in time, because that means that that message was meant for you and you can take those insights and apply them into your life and then continue to move forward. It can get really cluttered when you watch so many pick-a-card readings and we're not actually gaining those insights to apply them, because that's one of the beauties of tarot, is giving us a direct look into our unconscious, right? A direct look into our soul and seeing the 5D more clearly. So it's really just things we already know, so we want to make sure we're actually taking those insights. So just something I want to focus on with my channel. And also, you guys really know the drill. As usual, if you're directed to more than one pile, that's okay. Just follow your intuition and choose which one's called to you. If there's anything in this that doesn't resonate, it could be that that message wasn't meant for you or you weren't meant to hear it at that time. Okay, those things can be also really important. So please just use your intuition. I can trust you completely. So otherwise than that, I think that pretty much gives all the disclaimers, a little bit of an overview of the reading. I have launched personal readings, so if you're interested in booking a reading with me, you can do so down below on my website. I offer email and video readings at this time, so feel free to check that out. But let's go ahead and jump straight into the deck selection and then we'll get started with the reading. All right, so here's a close-up of the decks. This is pile 1. This is Angel Aura. This is pile 2. This is Orange Calcite. This is pile 3. This is Blue Celestite. And this is pile 4. This is Tourmaline Quartz. Okay, so as usual, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys 30 seconds to meditate with the piles and the crystals, and then all right, I hope that gave you guys a moment to meditate with the piles and the crystals. We're gonna go ahead and move straight into the reading, starting with pile 1. All right, group 1, welcome to your reading. You chose Angel Aura, which is personally my favorite crystal. So, like I said, lots of powerful energy in these crystals, but not as many cards. So this will be pretty straight to the point. And I chose to use a new deck. This is called the Gypsy Witch Fortune Cards. I got it from my local metaphysical store. It basically just brings in, you know, the old-fashioned card, deck of cards, right? And then just mixes in some symbolism. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do something a little different. So we'll dig into that, and then the tarot cards will just give us more details, and then the dragon cards will give us a little bit more guidance or kind of the purpose of the next 7 days. Because the next 7 days, if you're watching this, and remember that this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this, know that it is in divine timing. So let's see what the next 7 days have in store for you. Okay, we have 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so it says clouds with the dark side toward the person. Okay, so this is 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's kind of lay them all out and see what we got. We got 9 of Cups or 9 of Hearts. And look at that, 3 of Hearts. Okay. Definitely is some love here. So could be, you know, something in your life, love is coming into your life, or the relationships in your life are elevating. But, you know, there's this sun here, which really makes you think about, you know, joy and happiness, right? And spring is around the corner too. And so I think there's a lot of happiness coming your way over the next 7 days. We also have 7 here, right? As we're talking about the next 7 days. We have 1 here as well. This is like a ship, right? So basically a new adventure, right? Like a new journey. So it doesn't have to involve a person, but definitely, and I think the tarot cards could help us clarify a little bit more. But yeah, that's what we're first seeing, is there's definitely a new journey starting. A new point in your path is starting over the next 7 days, and it's definitely confirmed with the 7 2 of Pentacles. But with the 7 of Pentacles being in reverse, okay, yeah. So this is kind of actually talking about like divorce or something like that, like domestic kind of, you know, issues resolved, but it's in the reverse. So again, for you, if it does pertain and feels like it resonates that it could be a person coming into your life, then basically you're ready to move forward with it. Maybe you've been, you know, through a breakup in the past. Let's dig into the tarot cards, because I'd be curious to see if it is love. There is 2 Cups cards here, so that's definitely could be possible. We have 9 of Pentacles. So over the next 7 days, you're really starting to take the fruits of what you've planted, and it makes sense of what you've planted. Again, you walked away from a bad situation, a bad past, and you've been working really hard the past couple months on shadow work and yourself. And so that's, you know, 9 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles is here too, just in the sense there's a lot of abundance. So there's a lot of things turning in your favor. We have Judgment. Yeah, look at that. So you definitely had an ego death, right? So the next 7 days is basically the completion of a cycle. So there's no 10 here, but what's really making me feel that is you're going to be basically hitting this point of enlightenment, right? We have the sun here, and you're going on a new journey because of it. You're hitting a next marker in your ascension. And this card is beautiful to kind of really show that ascension. Let's see what else we got. We got the Hierophant. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I think that's kind of what I felt. I don't feel like this is a person. This is kind of actually more about your kind of sun really starting to shine, right? The sun shining here, and there's a lot of love here because it's about self-love. It's about that you've come from the flames. You've come from, and you know what? This is actually kind of a beautiful way to describe it. Like, you've come from these flames, right? And it's really hard to see because it's not really even an image necessarily, but to me, I see like flames, right? Kind of things like falling down. And so it's like you've come from almost like a tower moment, right? You've worked so hard and you freaking got on that ship and you sailed a wave, right? Like you wanted to get away from that. And so you have, right? And that's why this is in reverse, because Spirit is making sure that you know you've truly overcome what you set out to get away from, right? Not get away, but to heal from, but to escape and move on and be free, because you wanted to go towards the light. You wanted to go towards your purpose, towards the sun, towards warmth. And so that's exactly what it is it's about your sun is now starting to shine. And I'm sure you feel it with this Judgment card, you know. So over the next 7 days, you're basically going to have a huge perspective change. The Hierophant is someone who has a lot of spiritual grounding knowledge, right? So with you hitting a new point of your ascension, you may be starting to get all of these memories, or you just will feel differently because you've ascended. And then the last one is Queen of Swords. Yeah, look at that. You are the queen of your thoughts, right? You are in power now. You're in your power. And I think that's what's so powerful about this is you've definitely come out of maybe an abusive relationship in the past, a toxic relationship. You've definitely just come out of the fire of something very toxic. And I feel like for a lot of you, it is your love life. And that's why I was detecting the love at first. And you've come out on top. Okay, so you really need to give yourself so much credit for how much you've already accomplished. But over the next 7 days, you're going to be really feeling that, okay? Amazing. All right, let's see what the dragons have to say. Water dragon helps you flow easily around obstacles. Yeah, exactly. You're enlightened now, so things are going to be easier. You are not on these rough waters anymore. That was the journey that you've been on. Maybe for some of you, you've been on that journey for 6 months. I kind of feel that for some of you, it doesn't, or 9 months as well. But you've been on this journey for a while. Some of you, it could be 7 months, it could be 3. That doesn't have to resonate, but I am getting that. So that could be the case for some of you. And it's been a long journey, and now you're reaching the sun point, right? And this dragon energy is here to help you through those obstacles that you're feeling, and they've been here the whole time. We have golden, silver, violet, flame dragon. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. Exactly, right? You come out as the sun, and part of the Judgment card, it's all about your soul, right? Again, it's all about your ascension. So when you really are in touch with your soul, you radiate nothing but the love frequency, right? Which is grace. And so you've really learned that as well, because again, you've come through some bullshit. That is very clear. You've went through some bullshit, and you've come out strong and graceful and forgiving and loving, regardless of all the shit you've been through. We have silver lunar dragon, bathes you in divine feminine light. Yep. Again, you're just filling into your power. You're filling into, and you know, the sun is masculine energy, but that is a balance of both, right? You're very balanced right now. You've basically stepped into your power of you are balanced with the divine masculine, and the divine feminine energy is completely balanced. Rose pink dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Look at that. So this could be an indication that now a soulmate is going to manifest for you. If you're single, if you're in a relationship, you know, your love is going to deepen. Your heart chakra is basically going to get a huge upgrade. That green is really strong, and then we have the pink here too, right? And there's actually a lot of pink and green here. So that is the heart chakra. So I think you're going to be getting a heart chakra upgrade over the next 7 days, as part of your next ascension, basically like marker, right? As part of your next step in your journey. And then we have Earth Dragon, clears the path and land around you. Yeah, Spirit is working really hard over the next 7 days to help you dispel anything that no longer is going to serve you in your next ascension part, right? So over the next 7 days, it might feel like a lot. I think you might feel kind of tired but energized at the same time. So it's going to feel like a little bit of a what the heck is going on? But know that Spirit is working really closely, right? Because you have the water and the Earth Dragon, right? Two really strong elements coming to help clear the way and pave the way, right? And so Spirit is working hard by your side to help get you to where you need to be in the next part of your ascension. So the next 7 days, a lot's going to be happening for you, but it's a big step from a long journey that you've been on. So, I mean, congratulations for all the work that you've put in. And I hope this message brought you peace, and I wish you so much luck on your ascension journey. But this is your message for the next 7 days. So please leave me a like and comment if this resonated, and consider subscribing for more pick a card readings. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, group 2, welcome to your reading. Chose the orange calcite. So we're gonna start with these cards. I got these at my local metaphysical shop. They're just called Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling cards. They're basically just, you know, a deck of cards, but have a little bit of, you know, meanings. So yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to throw in something a little different. So this will give us, again, what's happening over the next 7 days, big energy. The tarot cards will give us more information on what's happening, and then the dragon cards will give you guidance on the next 7 days. So let's get started. We have the Ace of Pentacles. No, Ace of Swords, excuse me. Okay, so let's keep going. Just kind of, those oranges are really speaking to me. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I mean, off the bat, I'm getting over the next 7 days, there's gonna be someone who's gonna try to be sneaky, okay? Because with the Eight of Pentacles here, you know, there's a snake. And so I think it's warning you over the next 7 days, there's gonna be someone who's gonna try to be very sneaky, and it could be someone you love. So the tarot cards, I think, will help. But yeah, Spirit wants you to be very aware, because this person is not maybe having the best intentions. So let's dig into the tarot cards. Okay, we have Six of Swords. Yeah, you are ready to go on like a journey, and this person in your life, and it's someone you know, is causing you to not feel like you can move forward, you know. So that, yeah, because we have the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you need like space from this person. So over the next 7 days, Spirit wants you to take space away from this person. It's not that maybe they're not, it's not even that this person is bad or anything. I think it's just there's some energy that they're kind of dealing with, and it could be something to do with their thoughts. They could be feeling, you know, feelings of maybe like jealousy, I'm kind of picking up. So however that resonates, but it's definitely someone that Spirit just wants you to get some kind of insight on. Just kind of go internally and say, okay, how does this person make me feel? Because, you know, Spirit is warning you that this person does, you know, have some snake tendencies. But let's keep going. But Temperance, yeah, But I think Spirit is saying it's not that they're a terrible person, though. You have to remember that everyone is on their own journey, right? And everybody has their own story. So it's really going to be up to you. So over the next 7 days, Spirit wants you to go inward to really evaluate if this person brings any balance to your life, because it's important for relationships to have like the push and the pull, right? To have the balance. And, you know, if you feel like you don't have balance with this person, it might be time to maybe move on or redefine the relationship so that you can no longer be held back, because you're ready to move on with your ascension, but this person is kind of blocking your energy. And it's, yeah, look at that. We got the Tower. Wow. Yeah. And I remember when I was shuffling the cards, this just fell out, and it felt like I saw it and I was like, oh, but I forgot it was this group. And that makes sense. Yeah, I think over the next 7 days, you might have a Tower moment with this person. I don't think that's relevant for all of you. I think some of you, you'll go inwards and kind of realize, you know, this person just needs to have, like, boundaries just need to be set, and maybe your relationship just needs to be redefined a little. And then for, I think, the majority of you, it will be a Tower moment where it will be time to let this go, because you'll go inwards and realize that you give a lot more to this relationship than you receive. Okay, so that could be, you know, something that's happening over the next 7 days that might be a little bit of a hard one, okay? But keep with Spirit, because they're going to be here to support you through this. So, but whatever you decide, your intuition knows when you take that hermit mode and you really are like, okay, what do I want? You know, what do I need? And, you know, what's actually also interesting too is you have 2 8s cards here, and right, if you kind of just flip over 8, it's just reminding me of this Temperance card. And so again, that's what I'm also thinking about, is just balance. That just kept coming through, is balancing. You need to find the balance in your life. And that's why I think for some of you, it's not that you have to let this person go, you just need to figure out how you can have a more balanced relationship. And some of you might realize that it doesn't balance, so that will be up to you. The Air and Fire Dragon expands your creative energies. Yeah, so orange does signify the sacral chakra, which is responsible for creativity, sexuality as well. And remember, I did kind of say those do tie together. So I think your creativity is definitely ignited right now, which is why it might be a good time to also go into a hermit mode, because really digging into your sacral chakra, which is also your divine feminine, right? Really tying into your sensuality and sexuality, going inward and kind of really connecting with your higher self, you're going to realize what is unbalanced. So if you're like, how am I going to really figure this out? Allow your guides to come in and help, but know that your creative energies are really flowing. So that is probably a way that you like to maybe blow off steam, or I don't know, relax. You know, whatever the case is for you, I think that's a way that Spirit wants you to use kind of some of the energy. And maybe it's about letting this energy flow more through you too, right? Whatever you come to figure out. We have Dark Blue Galactic Dragon, helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Exactly. Once you go inward, you're going to get the clarity you need to kind of help you through the situation, right? You're going to get the clarity of, what do I need to do? Do I continue with this or do I not, right? And then we have Earth and Air Dragon, represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Look at that. So much balance. Yeah, I think, you know, for some of you, this could be a relationship too. It doesn't have to be a friendship. I just think it's an important relationship in your life. So it could be a friendship. It could be a relationship. In general, you know, look at that orange. There's a lot of orange here for sure. You also could have a hard time speaking, because I also see a lot of blue and I feel a little tongue-tied. So your throat chakra might be a little bit blocked, which also could be relevant to this situation, because you could feel like you're not being heard. So that's also something to keep in mind as you're going inward and really thinking about, all right, what am I going to do? So that's what's going to happen for you guys over the next 7 days. So take a deep breath and try to flow with it and invite the universe in to help. Know that you have divine intervention and guidance right now with this situation. So that's why Spirit is helping you kind of flow with the energy and by being creative. I think that's a big point here. So overall, this is your reading for the next 7 days. So let me know what you think down below. Leave a like and a comment and consider subscribing if this resonated. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next group. So I will see you guys in the next pick a card reading. All right, group 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the beautiful blue celestite. All right, so group 3, this is what's gonna happen over the next 7 days. So I have some cards here. These are called the Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. I got these at my local metaphysical shop. So they're kind of like, a typical deck of cards, but have a little bit of kind of a meaning to them. So I just thought it'd be fun to add in. And then the tarot cards will give us a little bit more detail over the next 7 days. And then the dragon cards is guidance. So let's see what's gonna happen for you over the next 7 days. Look at that. We have the Jack of Hearts, right? Wow. Okay, so something about knowledge. I'm definitely getting knowledge, something about passion and knowledge. We have the King of Cups in reverse, or the King of Hearts. Yeah, maybe it's something to do with your passion or your job, right? So it's something to do with your passion, a job, your business, something to do in that nature. Your career, basically. You are, over the next 7 days, you're going to be really dabbling in maybe new knowledge or a new skill that's going to help you in your career, maybe making a partnership with someone. Lastly, we have the 10 of Spades in reverse. Okay. Yeah. So 10 in numerology, completion, right? So what I'm getting is, it's definitely something to do with your career. So if you chose this pile over the next 7 days, something is definitely basically advancing in your career. So we'll jump into the tarot cards for more detail. But with this being in reverse, I mean, this card basically is just saying that there's kind of like a quarrel, right? Like an issue, but it's in reverse. So there's no issue. I think something is really positive is happening. So let's see. We have 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, clear thought. You're completely clear. This image is really cool because he's kind of going like this, and his guides, are in the form of a crow, and they're trying to kind of direct him, because in the back there's this guy who's basically illuminated, right, in the northern lights, and he sees the beauty, right? And so, but it's in reverse. So yeah, over the next 7 days, things are really changing for you because you have clarity. And we have 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay, interesting. Or not in reverse, sorry. Page of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse. And the Fool. Look at that. Okay, actually what I'm getting is, I think for some of you, over the next 7 days, something is going to change in your career, and you may not see it as a good thing right away. And I think that's why the 10 of Spades is also here, because it's going to feel like it's like a bad thing, and you're going to feel like you're empty, right? That you're missing out on something. You're going to feel like you're not successful. Though you have clarity, what Spirit is saying is you're going to have the clarity. So, okay, I see what's happening. Okay. Yeah. So the knowledge is, because your career just needs to, or your passion or whatever you're working on, however it resonates, it is taking a different turn because it needs to. It's part of the progression. And you're pretty flowing with it because you, I think, have a knowing, because you do see clarity. So over the next 7 days, something is going to happen, and it could have already happened, or it's going to happen pretty early over the next couple of days, right? And I don't think it's going to be like a tower moment, but it is going to leave you feeling a little brokenhearted in the sense of just disappointment. But this is in reverse because you're going to quickly see that you're actually not missing out, right? So I think, you know, for a day or two, you might feel a little like down, you know, kind of feeling a little down about things because the 5 of Cups, right? You're gonna be feeling like disappointed, but it's gonna be picked up pretty quickly because you're gonna realize that you have this full moment, right? Where you're now entering a new part of your journey. And so you're truly not lacking, right? And that this was a good thing, right? So that's what's going to happen over the next 7 days is your path is going to shift. And it could be a big shift. It could be a small shift. I'm not really feeling one either way. I think it depends on you personally. But know that, you know, it will feel like it will suck, but especially because you've gained these insights, know that it's happening in divine timing because it's helping you with your ascension, right? You're hitting a different part of your ascension where you need a full mindset. You need a new part of your journey. So this is part of that ascension process, right? So love it. I guess I'll scoot these over. I'm trying to cram them all together. I see a lot of teal here too. So it could be one of the reasons why this is happening. And you also chose this blue as well. Another reason why this could be happening is because your voice is not being heard. So you could have, you know, your throat chakra could be feeling blocked because there's a lot of blue here and that's really the dominant color. And so your throat chakra could be feeling blocked and you could be not feeling heard. There is a lot of, you know, also Cups energy, so emotions, like you're feeling, right? Like I'm not being heard, I'm not really being appreciated, and that's why I feel like it won't be so much of a disappointment. It will be because it'll be like, oh, it didn't work out, right? And it might feel like all that work I put in, but you're gonna quickly pick yourself up because you're gonna realize you weren't really that happy anyways. So with whatever is going on. Okay, so let's get advice from the dragons. Over the next 7 days, we have Earth and Fire Dragon. Works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. Look at that, exactly. Helping you kind of cut the cords, right? So there could be a lot of energetic cords going on with this situation. And you need to ascend. And so, you know, Spirit is working hard with you over the next 7 days to help make that happen. So know that, you know, this is basically, you know, as this is happening, know that your guides are around you all the time. I mean, they always are, right? But know that they're really diligently, your team is working diligently right now and over the next 7 days to help you ascend. And we have Silver Dragon. Illuminate your potential with higher light. Exactly, untapped resources. Yep, Spirit is just trying to prepare you to put you in a better situation where you can flourish, okay? And I think it is something to do with knowledge. 22 is an angel number. I'm seeing that could resonate too. You could see 22 a lot. You don't have to, but I think this is gonna put you on a path of more of your soul purpose instead of so much kind of the traditional route a little bit, right? So some of you could be taking this opportunity to start your own business, write a book, right? Or start your own business, or just gain knowledge and kind of step away from the traditional agreement. So yeah, a little different to what I was originally feeling. We have the Deep Blue Dragon. Keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Exactly. Spirit is again helping you clear the path the next 7 days to prepare and put you in the path that you need to be in for the next part of your ascension. I mean, that's nuts. So this is amazing, group 3. So yeah, this is gonna be your next 7 days. Call in Spirit for help if you are feeling, you know, disappointed, but hopefully this brought you some clarity and insight so you can kind of be like, okay, I know something might happen, so I need to be kind of aware, right, and know this is happening for me and not to me. But this is your reading, so please leave me a like and a comment and consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next reading. All right, group 4, welcome to your reading. You chose the tourmaline quartz, which just seems like a super powerful crystal, right? You have tourmaline, which helps clear negative energy, and then clear quartz. All right, so the first cards I'm going to start with are some cards I got at my local metaphysical store. They're called Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. So they're basically just like a card deck, right? A traditional card deck with a little bit of insights. So I thought it'd be fun to just throw that in here. Then the tarot cards will just help decipher that a little bit more, go in a little bit more detail. And then dragon cards give you guidance on and the support that Spirit is giving you over the next 7 days. So let's dig straight in. We have the Two of Diamonds in reverse, which that's Two of Pentacles. I've been mixing up the spades and calling them pentacles this whole time, and it's fine because in reality that's not really what I'm intuitively feeling into. Okay, seems like a cage. We have the Ten of Diamonds again, or diamonds again, not in reverse though. Two of Spades. And the Nine of Clovers. Okay, so I'm getting a feeling like over the next 7 days, you are gonna need to spend a little bit of time alone. You need to cut the cords on something with this Ten of Diamonds. And you know, this star, right? It's almost about kind of getting perspective, and taking the time to really dig into that. And it's really hard to see. This is a road, right? And so it's like taking the time to really think it through, and go inward. But let's look at the tarot cards because I want to see, okay, what is it though? Okay, look at that. Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, Four of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the High Priestess in reverse. I see. Okay, so kind of basically what's happening for you is nothing too specific. It's really a lot of things at once. What is just happening is Spirit does want to encourage you over the next 7 days to spend, you know, maybe 2 days, because there's two here, and there's, you know, definitely some single cards here. So spend 2 days alone over the next 7 days, just kind of looking at all the connections in your life with the Three of Cups, looking at all the connections in your life and seeing, you know, maybe what connections no longer serve you, if all the connections in your life bring you joy, right? It's just something Spirit really wants to bring to your attention, because you want to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, right? So this is a little bit of a different message, but doing so allows you to kind of fill into your High Priestess energy, which is why this card is in reverse, because over the next 7 days, you're kind of going to figure out what is blocking some of your energy, because it's definitely some energetic ties that need to be cut with this card. Because there's kind of like, I mean, it looks like hay to me, but like string and a scythe, right? So cutting cords, and going inward, right? And so that's really what Spirit wants you to do, is just kind of filling into your power, right? With the King of Wands, filling into your passions, really filling into what it is that you want your life to be like, okay? So over the next 7 days, you're going to be gaining a lot of introspection. So you're going to come out is more in your High Priestess energy, having clarity, having understanding of the people in your life and where you're going, right? With those relationships, because it's really about focusing on the relationships in your life, okay? And if the relationships uplift you and make you feel passionate and uplifted, that's kind of what Spirit wants you to evaluate. So now let's see how Spirit is going to guide you, and the dragons are going to guide you over the next 7 days. We have Sunshine Yellow Dragon, helps you to help animals. Yeah, so when you go on your nature walk, you know, maybe you can go and be around animals and, you know, spend time outdoors with animals. That's definitely something that you're going to be doing over the next 7 days. Golden Orange Dragon expands your light for ascension. Exactly, the High Priestess energy, right? Your spirit guides and Spirit is working really hard with you over the next 7 days to clear out some of these cords, right, that are no longer serving you, so that you can ascend. Fire and Water Dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Yep, again, learning to figure out which cords are no longer serving you, and you have a lot of help right now and a lot of intervention from, you know, divine, from your guides. So know that you have help along this way. And so if you're feeling alone, know that you're not alone. And the next 7 days, a lot is going to be changing for sure. Earth and water dragon creates the foundation for new growth. Exactly, the foundation, right? You're figuring out which ties are no longer serving you. And there's actually 3 cards that are purple here. The third eye, right? And this card is beautiful because in this high priestess, right in the middle of her forehead, there is, you know, like a ball of light kind of symbolizing that third eye. So you're going to be able to see with your third eye pretty clearly over the next 7 days as well. You have an increase in that because your guides want you to see more clearly, right? Want you to really see what is not serving you and really try to see those cords, right? And where are your cords going? This is kind of a cool card to like kind of resemble that, right? Like where are these, like these are wands, but where are those different cords going? You know, are they fueling you? Are they inspiring you? Because if they're not, then they're not serving you anymore. So that's what Spirit is gonna have you be focusing on over the next 7 days and helping you move forward with cutting those ties. So overall, this is your message over the next 7 days. Really quick and straight to the point. Like I said, really powerful, straight to the point energy. So I'm here for it. But if this resonated, please leave a like and a comment and consider subscribing and joining the Be a Free Spirit family. And I will go ahead and see you guys in the next reading.